Hello to everyone. Welcome to Laser Vision Comics. Tonight we're trying something a little bit different. This is a new series I've called Galaxies in the Stream, where you're going to see some familiar faces tonight, but in a different situation than maybe you've seen them before. This is also going to be a series for really maybe some silly stuff, maybe some stuff that uses characters that you've seen before, but maybe puts them in a different situation. Might even put new characters in. So it's something a little bit different we're going to try tonight, and I think everybody's going to enjoy it. I'm going to let everyone go ahead and introduce themselves, starting off with Mike.
Sure, why not? Hi, everybody. My name is Michael Walsh. Tonight I will be playing Dr. Maurice Evans, otherwise known as your orangutan scientist, Agent Orange.
All right, we'll go to Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm gonna be playing Benny Frost, otherwise known as Old Man Winter, or otherwise known as, to his friends, the guy who really needs to stop sleeping on their couch and get off his ass and go get a job.
All right, and Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Xandra Storms, also known as Thunderbolt. And, she kind of has some Thor-like abilities, but not exactly.
And last but not least, Matt.
I'll be playing Adam Zimmerman, Quark, who has discovered he can control some tiny, tiny objects.
All right. As our issue begins, each of the characters is asleep in their different locations that we last left them. For instance, Old Man Winter was in Chicago. Thunderbolt was in Catsbridge, Illinois. And Agent Orange and Quark are in a undisclosed location that they will find out in issue 4. But in the meantime, each of them is in just kind of a nice quiet sleep. When each of them hears this voice speak to them, and it's almost genderless, like they can't quite figure it out where it's coming from, but it sounds like it's in their head, and it just says, "Ah, you'll do nicely." And from there, our scene shifts to the inside of a school bus, except the inside of it is in a cartoon. It looks like a cartoon similar to from the 90s, a look that you'd almost associate with the Powerpuff Girls, or maybe even Teen Titans Go. And on the bus, each character is sitting in the two seats everybody has on a school bus, but they're each in middle school age. They're about 12 or 13 years old.
Oh no! Oh no!
Maurice is human. He is what he would have looked like when he was a teenager.
See, that was my first question. I was like, now tell me what this teenage orangutan looks like.
He is in human form. Benny is sitting with a girl that he recognizes. He's like, Sandra? Well, Adam is sitting across the aisle with a kid named Maurice. What I'd like to do is have each player describe what their awkward teenage character would look like. So anyone who wants to go first, go ahead and start off.
All and gangly. That's Adam. Like he's all arms and legs, no dexterity. Clumsy. Probably pushing close to 6 feet tall. But yeah, like very thin and like all like knees and elbows.
Okay. Who's next?
And we all go quiet.
Boy, I think Benny's definitely one of those guys who had like a glow up once he got older. He was probably very sort of like lanky and like maybe he couldn't afford to like his parents couldn't afford to like take him to get his hair cut, so he's like rocking a really terrible bowl cut right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
My.
Hmm?
I'd picture Maurice is probably like a mixture between Horseshack and Steve Urkel. And, he's got the tucked in shirt, he's got the
Incredible.
suspenders, he's got the
Mhm.
glasses, the pocket protector. Even though he has a backpack on, he has a trapper keeper under one arm and school books under his other arm, and he's actually excited to go to school.
All right.
If it is school.
Mm-hmm.
And Xandra.
Okay, so Xandra probably has given herself a strange haircut just to, just to be different this year. And she's probably tried the Kool-Aid dye where it didn't really work, and now it's kind of like clunky. She's probably wearing cargo pants because she doesn't want to carry a purse, and she's just learning how to actually use makeup, which isn't a great attempt.
All right. So it is, you guys are on the bus. It's probably around April. And you each attend Wilson Middle School outside Philadelphia. So you guys are on a school bus trip to the Philadelphia Zoo.
Oh boy.
So like any school bus trip, there's no air conditioning on the bus probably, so the windows are down. Kids are being obnoxious and shouting across the bus. There's a couple parent chaperones who have come along. Anybody want to volunteer their parents to be chaperones?
I don't know where mine are.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right.
Take mine.
Take mine. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say my dad probably would. My mom would be like, I can't be bothered with this.
Okay.
You go.
So you guys are heading down the Schuylkill Expressway towards the zoo. And one of the things you're going to be doing when you get there is they have an exhibit of rare blue flamingos. They've just had the animals brought in to the zoo for this exhibit. So it's getting towards the end of the school year, and they've taken the kids out. You all had your permission papers signed and all that, and either brought a bag lunch or you can buy something at the cafeteria. I don't know if they still do this, but no carbonated drinks on the bus. So you always had to. So I remember my mom used to wrap my Hawaiian punch in like aluminum foil, so it would sort of stay cold, but it didn't really stay cold. It was like warm Hawaiian punch by the time you got there. Okay, so
Best kind, obviously.
exactly.
Warm Hawaiian punch.
I used to be able to drink stuff.
We've all had it.
Yeah, I used to be able to drink it by the gallon when I was younger, but now I can't touch the stuff. So, when you get to the zoo, there's a bunch of other schools are there that day. There's probably about 60 kids between two different buses. Then they're trying to get everybody lined up to get into the zoo, and even though you guys have a pretty big class, I would say that Benny doesn't know Adam or Maurice, and they don't know Xander either. So you guys are kind of getting off the bus together. But as you're kind of filing off, you kind of notice a couple kids that you haven't recognized before. Anyone gonna be out of their socially awkward stage to talk to each other, or probably not?
I like your suspenders.
But thank you. And as he starts laughing, he starts like hyperventilating, and his mom reaches out of nowhere and just shoves an inhaler.
Wow. That's a
Okay,
thing.
honey. It's okay, honey. Okay. I'm good.
At that response,
Just lurching.
Benny. I would say at that response, Benny would probably just sort of like you do something, and then that immediate sensation of regret and just like dying a little inside. He's just like, all right, I'll never talk to a human being ever again. Okay.
Oh no! Are you guys from the same school as us? I don't recognize you. Either one of you.
I'm in an advanced class. At least
Oh,
two
well.
grades higher.
Oh, well, that could be why.
Yeah.
What about you? When I'm looking at Adam.
I cannot hear you, masked man.
There we go.
Okay.
Ah.
Sorry, I lost your saw for a second there. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh.
Go ahead and
mouse.
go ahead and repeat your question, Jen.
Yeah.
Okay, so Xandra says to Adam, I don't know you either. Are you from our school? I've never seen you.
No, I go to a private school. I don't understand what's going on. I'm kind of confused. How am I? Where are we?
At the zoo, I guess? I
I
mean,
think I heard something about like flamingos or something. I
Yeah.
was not paying attention, if I'm being honest.
So we're going to the aviary.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
blue flamingos.
Blue flamingos. All right.
Wait a minute. Okay, so let's go. Adam will start to lead off and try to blaze a trail. He's tall, so people can spot him.
He has.
And Benny would
Alright.
sort of like look over at Xandra and just be like, "Are there actually blue flamingos?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Sounds made up."
I've never heard of it. I've heard of like blue lobsters that people pull out of the ocean every so often. But I
Have
don't
heard
know
of
about-
those. That's
Yeah.
truth right there.
So maybe
I
this is a
think.
genetic variant, like the lobsters are.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
It seems more absurd though. But you know, flamingos are already pink, so
Right, but
pretty
that's because
absurd
of what
to
they
me
eat. So if
anyway.
they've been
Time's up.
eating like blueberries, their feathers would turn blue. Maybe.
Yeah, because they only eat blue carp. Come on. You didn't study
Is that
that?
is that how that works?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
As he's
Well, you're in
walking along
well,
and his
you're in
backpack is...
you're in an advanced class, so I guess I have to trust you.
Well, they're pink because they eat tons of shrimp.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So these ones are blue because they eat tons of blue carp.
I've seen a shrimp when you first get it, and it's not pink.
After deveined, and it's not the same as in the grocery store. Come on now.
All right.
Okay.
As they're led into the zoo, the chaperones are trying to keep everybody together. Everybody pick a buddy, they say, which like strikes you guys as like, oh god, we're not little kids
What are
anymore.
we, like preschoolers? I mean, we
I-
can manage to get,
Seriously.
around.
I don't need a buddy. No, we want everyone to pick a buddy.
Really?
Adam will grab Maurice and drag him along.
Okay.
Again, he'll be the trailblazer. Like, let's go.
Be like, I've
There's something-
designated you as my buddy, and there will be no protesting.
He's attempting to walk with his feet or just being dragged. He's like, oh,
Dragged around? Sure.
he's holding him.
Decisions have been
by that
made. Let's go.
Oh, the whole buddy thing. We're not
Well,
preschoolers.
there is another kid who comes up. He's kind of wiping snot out of his nose, and he's got
Oh my.
thick glasses and braces, and he's like, who wants to be my buddy?
Oh wow. I'm gonna look over at Benny and be like,
Socially awkward, yeah.
Just like,
we're middle schoolers. We're
I'd
all socially awkward.
be like, I'd feel bad, but don't. So let's go.
All right, and
Hopefully muted that.
he just kind of shoves his hands in his pocket. He's like, nobody ever wants to walk with me. Okay.
Blow your nose. What?
He actually has a hanky. He pulls out, just blows a big
Aw.
snot ball into it. So,
No. Oh
Jesus.
my.
so you have several exhibits that are at the zoo. They're known for the primate cage. Primate exhibit, excuse me. There is a section with some
Foreshadowing.
some lions, maybe. But the big thing you guys are here to see is the blue flamingos, and that seems to be where most of the school groups are heading to. So it's about 11 a.m. by about the time you've gotten off the bus, got counted, and get all that to get in. So you've got about an hour till lunch, and you're supposed to meet at the cafeteria. So, what would you guys like to do? You want to head for the Blue Flamingos, or is there another exhibit you'd like to check out first?
I want to see the flamingos.
Okay. So that means
Yeah,
Benny's going
they've
where she wants
aroused
to go.
Adam's curiosity.
Okay.
I need to know if they're actually blue.
Okay.
Maurice is
They
just
said
so
they're blue,
snooty
they
at
must
this
be
point.
blue.
He's like, I told you they're blue, and he goes to reach into his back, and he's like, you see, it's in the book right here. You see,
You brought your science book with you
lying.
to
It's on
a
page
field trip?
82.
Wow.
Somebody does homework when they don't have to.
Somebody does
Yes.
homework and they don't have to. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
fun.
Yep.
The group kind of wind their way around the different exhibits and get up to where the Blue Flamingos are. And there's a huge group have started to gather around just this really kind of this small area with just kind of a low metal fence. As you kind of wind your way through the crowd, you do in fact see some light blue creatures, and some of them even a little bit darker. The flamingos in the middle. It says they were found in Madagascar, and perhaps there's some kind of mutation that. Maybe it's just, maybe it skips a generation or something, and just no one had ever seen them, but they were indeed found, and they're hoping to protect them, to continue to study them and give them a safe place to live. And then you hear a crack of thunder.
Wow.
And I would like each of you to give me give me a perception roll, please.
Perception roll. Okay.
We'll see if
Lord
someone still has their
knows
nose in
so
a book
good
or
at.
not. So.
I've
3.
got a 6, a 4, and a 2.
Okay, so you got 1. Okay. Benny is staring at his shoes.
Perceptive as I always am.
Staring at his shoes. Sandra, I think, got 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Dr. Evans
got
got
4.
3. 4. Okay.
Quark got 4.
Okay. Quark notices off to the right of the pen, there's this cloud of smoke, and in the smoke he sees a figure standing there, just kind of framed as the smoke kind of framing around his shape. The others, you just see this cloud of smoke, and a bunch of kids start yelling. So they're going, ah!
What's that?
Okay, so now everyone kind of looks over that way. From the smoke steps this man in leather overalls and boots, and it's a wide brim hat, and he's just got this awful grin on his face. He's just like, and he steps out and in a terrible Australian accent, which I will not butcher.
I totally want you to right now.
There they are. That's the ones I've been looking for. They're blue flamingos.
It was really the noises to prep you into the accent that did it for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sold. Academy Award.
At this, the majority of the kids scream and start running away, and you are basically being dragged along by the crowd.
Okay.
As you get pulled, though,
Love being trampled.
Those are being trampled.
as you're being trampled, you almost kind of get pushed out to the side, like you almost kind of fall out of the crowd in a way, and
That's better.
each of you just kind of fall out, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you fall out, you each reappear in a similar puff of smoke, but you now appear as a teenage version of your hero. So however they dress, so say Thunderbolt, the costume she wears is now a teenage version of her in her Thunderbolt costume, and there's a cheesy flash across it that says Thunderbolt.
I'm like looking up, like, where did that come from?
Benny,
Okay.
as you fall out and the puff of smoke appears, you come out as this young man with a little tiny peach fuzz mustache and white hair. And this icy rating goes, Old Man Winter.
Incredible.
Another puff of smoke, and Maurice appears, but he is an Agent Orange. He is the orangutan, but a smaller orangutan.
There you go.
And you just see this Agent Orange. And then
Chimp instead of it.
pretty much. And then finally, another puff of smoke and a teenage quark. Exactly. Dapping, right? So,
Right.
and, like computer, like, right, it's just like quark. And the four heroes stand, turn around, and look back at this villain who has appeared. And
Wow.
he says, Oi, who are you supposed to be? Get out of here. I'm the huntsman. I'm here for the flamingos.
You
seem to be talking about- go ahead.
flamingos.
Not today, buddy. Not today.
Oi, what a couple of nippers and a chimp. Go on.
What are you calling a chimp?
It's an orangutan.
It talks.
I'm an orangutan.
It talks. And he snaps his fingers, and then from another puff behind him,
Oh no.
you see these robots come out, but they don't really have legs. They're kind of hovering over the ground. They appear humanoid, except they don't really have features, but they're each dressed in bumblebee costumes. So he says, all right, me bee-bots, get them. And these 12 characters kind of swarm out.
Great.
Could you guys give me a perception roll again, please?
Absolutely.
Sure. Which one was that? 4 dice. Okay. I got 2 6s, a 2, and a 4.
Okay, what was that again? I'm sorry.
Who are you asking?
Everybody, just one at a time. Go Aloysius first.
2.
2? Okay.
2.
Okay, 2.
I can't math. I've got 2 6s, a 4, and a 2. So it's got to be
so
something.
So you've got
6.
6.
Yeah,
Okay.
6.
That's 6.
6. Okay.
Okay.
And Matt?
4.
4. Okay. Thunderbolt notices that 4 of the robots are carrying each carrying an end of like a large net, and they
Wow.
they are heading towards the flamingos. The others have started to spread out towards the would-be heroes. So we are going to initiate some combat, unless you guys would like to walk away or try to reason with them.
You know what?
Teenager.
It's true. Okay.
Somebody else can reason with them.
Okay. So
Benny wants to punch some robots.
okay. Let's see. And okay. So Old Man Winter, what is your edge again, please?
12.
12. And Thunderbolt?
Mine's at a 9.
9. Okay. One of these days I'll get all this written down and have it already ready to go.
Sure.
Agent Orange, what is your
9.
head? 9. Okay. And Quark?
11.
11. Okay. So Old Man Winter is going to go first. He has, just to really keep it simple, you basically have 3 groups of 3 robots that are heading towards the characters. And then you have another group who are heading towards the flamingos. The 3 that are approaching the group, think of just like they're like in a semicircle around you guys, kind of coming around the side of the exhibit at you. They are close enough to each other that you could try an attack that affects all 3. like when someone threw a park bench at someone, or attacks like your cold, or you can try to attack individual ones. So it's up to you, but like I said, you've kind of basically got group 1, group 2, group 3 coming towards the characters, if that makes it simple.
Okay. And then there's a fourth group
Heading for the
going towards
flamingos.
the flamingos.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I think he tried to huff and puff at the ones that are going towards the flamingos.
Okay, so why don't you roll your attack there?
All right. Okay. 5.
5, okay. Okay.
So just
Yep. You actually freeze them right in their tracks. This mist
excellent.
kind of goes all across them, and they all just kind of stop. So they are frozen for the moment. Okay. Good job.
Real self-esteem booster for teenage Benny right there.
All right. And then Quark will go next.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink down and then float over near Thunderbolt.
Okay.
Kind of land
Okay.
near the side of her head. And so don't
what
panic.
is? Whoa. Hi.
Hi. We need to focus fire on these guys. So aim where I aim. And then he's going to blast
Sure.
one of the other groups of robots that's coming towards us. Since Old Man Winter seems to have the flamingo guys handled, so we hope. And then
Okay.
he's going to try to blast a trio of the robots that's coming towards him, coming towards the group.
Okay.
All right, so follow my lead.
Okay. I'm watching.
All right. I'm going to roll my blast.
Okay.
And it's 8 dice. Get over here to my dice roller.
And I'm going to have you aiming at group number 1, just to keep it simple.
That's fine.
So.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just go down the line. All right, awesome. 4 successes out of 8 dice.
Okay. Your blast manages to hit the middle one,
Okay.
and he kind of moves around a little bit. He actually manages to like bump into the ones next to him. So kind of the middle one has taken more of the damage, but in essence you've kind of slowed them down a little bit as a group. So because they're kind of moving as a group.
Okay.
So all right.
Well, hopefully, Thunderbolt will follow along and follow.
Right.
I don't want to say orders, but at least a gentle suggestion.
All right.
Am
I next?
No, actually.
Okay.
The huntsman is going to go next. And he kind of charges forward, pulls out this like whip, and he says, "Hey, I don't like the looks of you guys and what you're doing to my mates." And he is going to swing his whip at. He's probably going to go after the one he called the chimp.
You can try.
He doesn't seem to have much. Okay. Give me a toughness roll, please.
Can I use evasion?
Yeah, I'll let you do it this time.
Okay.
Next time you may not be able to because he moves pretty fast. So
2, 4, 5, 6.
okay, you get out of the way. The whip cracks kind of right above the air, like right where his head was previously. So okay, and then it is it's Agent Orange's turn.
So he gets instantly scared, like just getting that snap over his head.
Yep.
And then he goes to jump from robot to robot,
Okay.
like attempting to cause a distraction between them.
Okay.
So should I do agility or should I do
Is he trying to hurt them or is he trying to just jump onto them?
just jump on each of them to keep them distracted?
Okay, that'd be agility then.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. We're gonna keep this simple. We're gonna say you guys work as a team, and you jump on to group number 1, and you hit, say, the third one. So you kind of hit on. So you're trying to like jump onto them, like jump on their heads to try to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
okay.
to throw their targeting off.
Okay. Yeah. After they kind of got hit, now you're jumping on them, and they're kind of going. What? So they are not necessarily damaged, but they're a little confused. Okay, now Thunderbolt. You now saw this orangutan jump on the heads of the ones you're supposed to be shooting at.
All right, I'm gonna try to time blast so that as soon as he jumps off of one, I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay, it's gonna be a little more difficult for that. So
yeah,
I'm gonna raise the difficulty a little more. So okay.
Okay.
Blast the
so
orangutan on accident.
Yeah. Okay, so that's eight dice. All right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I need 2 more. Okay, I've got 2 4s, a 2, and a 6. Probably not enough.
How many?
Oh, is it?
Is that
5 successes.
Is that 5 successes?
Yep.
You hit. You hit, but you didn't do any damage, and if anything, you kind of scared the orangutan a bit.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing yet. This is all new.
I've never had to fight alongside a talking orangutan.
One of the groups of the B-bots is going to. They have kind of like billy clubs almost. They're kind of they're not. They don't look dangerous, but they kind of have these clubs, and one of them is going to try to swing at Old Man Winter.
Dude.
Give me. I'll let you do an evasion on this because you probably saw it coming. So yeah, just can roll your agility.
Oh.
Agility. Got to grab the dice. Keep losing them. And okay, let's see. That is 6.
Okay.
There we go.
You manage to it swings at you, and you just kind of do the Matrix kind of swing out, lean back out of the way, and
Yes.
And get out of the way. So, and then the other group is going to. I'm going to see if they notice Quark yet, because he did go into his stealthiness.
Stealth mode.
They do not notice him, and instead are going to attack Thunderbolt. So.
Okay.
So, I let everybody else dodge this first attack, so I'm going to let you try to dodge it as well. So
All
go
right.
ahead and roll
What do
your
I
agility.
roll for that?
You're going to roll your agility. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 5 dice.
Yeah.
I got a 2 and a 4 and another 2. Probably failed.
How many was that?
2, another 2, and a 4.
Okay.
So
you got
3.
I can't
3.
math this out.
That's
yeah.
okay.
Anything even is a success.
Okay.
Okay.
And then 6s are 2 successes.
All right. I'll try to remember.
We got you.
They bunk you on the head pretty hard.
Oof.
And
Oh.
you took 4 damage.
4 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Is that health?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I'm at 6 health right now, so.
So it kind of had a comical noise. It kind of just
Bunk.
And exactly. You're gonna see bonk.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, how much damage did I take? I already lost
4.
it. 3? 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got
My
it.
God.
Alrighty.
That's a good chunk.
I'm gonna have the biggest headache later.
Okay. And we are back to the top of the order with Old Man Winter. So he had frozen the one group. They're going to get to move again on this turn, but he had frozen the one group. Group number one is kind of had the orangutan jump on them, and they got shot, so they kind of took a little bit of damage. So, and then the other two groups have not taken any damage.
Well, I guess instinctually he'd probably go to probably like kick the one that just hit Xandra in the head.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. That's going to be a might roll.
Okay, that is what I suspected. Ooh, that's good. 6
Okay.
successes.
He kicks it, catches it. They don't have legs, so he kind of catches it, kind of the very bottom of its torso. And when he kicks it, you see BAM! And it kind of starts to spin a little bit. So, it's kind of. Okay.
Oh no.
Starts freaking out.
And Quark.
All right. We have two groups undamaged, and the ones here, and then there's Old Man Winter broke away from the ones going after the flamingos.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want him to get those flamingo guys, but they have a net. So what I want to try to do is leap off of Xandra, Thunderbolt, fly towards the net, the group carrying the net, and I want to blast the net.
Okay.
See if I can damage it.
All right.
They can't. If they don't have the tools, then they can't do the job, right? That's
True.
a workable theory.
Then they bust out a second net that we didn't know
Yeah,
about.
right. Oh, this was a good one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Dang!
I got 3 6s, 3 4s, and 2 5s. So 9 successes.
His blast tears a gaping hole in their net, and the bee-bots were just starting to unfreeze, and they go, So
Quark.
So you have foiled their plot for the moment.
Yes, I've at least put a monkey wrench in the plans.
I see what you did there.
All right.
Clever, wasn't I?
The huntsman. Now that you missed with his whip, he's going to actually run, and he's going to actually try to tackle Agent Orange. And he's like, "Come here, you big orange fella."
Let's go for some more evasion.
I'm going to see if you can evade this one.
Because I don't want to get grabbed. Especially by him.
Understandable.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5. Only 5.
Okay. He does manage to grab your foot. Kind of grabs it.
And starts screaming as he's swinging.
Yeah. And he's going to start, and he's kind of like, just grabs just the very end of it and just kind of goes, "Come here," and just pulls you down. So, okay. And now it is your turn, Agent Orange.
He's going to. All right, so he has extra limbs. So he's going to take one of his feet and attempt to pull away from his other foot from his grip. Can I spend a resolve or at the same time, since he has extra limbs, to take his 2 hands and try to reach for his belt?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds heroic.
What should I roll for that whole thing? Would it be agility or might, since I'm attempting to pull away at 2 separate spots?
Really, it's going to be might, because really you're trying to pull away first. So.
Yeah. 2, 4, 5, again.
Okay. Let's see.
So basically, he has his one foot attempting to pull his other foot free, and at the same time, he's using both of his hands to reach for his belt to also use that as leverage.
Huntsman is holding him pretty tight, but he does manage to get to his belt. So he's kind of doing one of these things, kind of like getting to his belt. So, but he won't be able to do anything with it in this turn because he's kind of fighting the guy off to just kind of strain to get to that belt. So, Thunderbolt.
What does he have on his belt?
Let's see. I'm gonna roll a random die and find out.
Roll random stuff. Yeah.
He has a magnifying glass and probably a protractor for some reason.
Okay.
So, okay, Thunderbolt.
Okay, so
The orangutan
been
is
hit
no
in the
longer
head.
on the target. So
the what?
the orangutan is no longer on your former target. So.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so how many robot things are there 2 here now, or 3
there
still?
are still. Well, technically there are 9 around you.
But
guys.
right.
The closest to you.
Closest.
The closest are those original group that you were shooting at. So
Okay.
effectively, if you're going for whoever's closest, 3. So.
Okay. What can I do? I imagine she doesn't know what her powers are yet. You know what I mean? At this point.
Well, the odd thing is you guys do know what your powers are.
Okay.
You're absolutely familiar with this.
Okay, cool.
So.
All right, so there's nobody from our group touching these things, so I'm going to try to blast it again.
Okay.
Just hope I get them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that I got 1 success. I've missed.
No.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So where did the blast go?
Just barely left your hand. Just kind of just fizzled out. So.
Oh, great. Well, yeah, I'm already injured, so I'm probably not thinking that clearly.
Okay. So let's see. So then that would be we already did Huntsman. We did you. Okay. So the frozen bots have now looked at their net and went, and they're moving slowly, but they're kind of still continuing towards the flamingos, and they kind of reach the edge of the metal gate that's around the thing.
Enclosure.
Enclosure. Thank you. And they're just
There's the word.
And they're just starting to kind of fly up slowly. Almost kind of shaped like a BB-8 almost. That they're kind of around with no legs, but they're just kind of flying up to start to head towards them. The second group of B-bots, they are going to attempt to Billy Club Old Man Winter.
Rude.
Okay. And can you give me a toughness roll, please?
Sure. Okay. Is 8 successes.
Oof. They come up and they give you a bonk on the head, and you just like, and
The bullies at school hit harder than that.
Oh.
and
Freezer burn.
let's see, and then we've got the next group. Who are they? I'm gonna see if they notice Quark yet.
Yeah.
No, they do not notice Quark yet. So
Excellent.
they are
Health mode still activated.
Yep. They are going to probably try to bonk Thunderbolt.
Again?
Yep. Give me an
What do I roll?
Give me an agility roll, please.
Agility roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 5 dice.
Because they had to move up a little bit to hit you, so you had a couple. You had a second or two to
Okay,
see it
I've
coming.
I've got a 6 and then 3 4s, so that's
5.
5. Okay.
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
They swing at her, and she manages to duck to avoid
Okay.
the billy clubs that come at her. So, and then the last group of B-bots, still kind of discombobulated. They're now that they've been shot, they've been zapped, they've been had an orangutan jump on their heads, so they're a little discombobulated. But they start moving towards Huntsman. It's as if he was like summoning them to come over to him because he's trying to hold this orangutan. So, and we're going to go back to the top of the order with Old Man Winter.
Okay. I guess can't really do his go-to of sap it. Well, yeah. I don't think he could sap the heat off these little robot
You
boys.
could try it, but be a waste of time.
You could try if you want.
I was gonna say he can absorb heat. He can't absorb electricity.
A good GM always says, you can try it if you'd like. So
Right.
You'll fail, but you can try it.
That's motivation.
I guess, and being in the air, so that's also not very helpful. So I guess I'll just like blast him again with his cone of cold breath.
okay, that always seems to work pretty well, actually. So
Not this time. Only 2.
yeah, I think they're probably going to be able to. Yeah, it kind of just drifts onto them, but it doesn't seem to slow them down at all. So
It's a nice cool breeze by the time it hits them.
It is. It's quite refreshing. So on a warm spring day, kind of like those mister things they probably have at the zoo to keep the kids cool. Quark is up next.
All right. Where do the ones go that were carrying the net? Did they go after Thunderbolt?
No, they've actually gone into the enclosure. They
I'm
seem
gonna
like
follow
they're still on their mission essentially. So
Okay. I'm going to follow them and
Okay.
blast them.
okay, all right. So are you going to try to blast one in particular, or are you going to try to do something that might affect all 3? I don't think he really has area attacks. I think he's more
No, he
pinpointed.
doesn't. He's all focused. He's
Okay.
all singular focus. Yeah.
Okay.
Not until he gains the construct's power. Then he can start doing different things.
Yeah. Okay. We'll assume he
we'll
just
just
goes
focus
after
on
one of
one.
them. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll just go after one of them one at a time at this point. So.
Works.
All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes this time.
Oh, okay. He hits the leftmost one, and actually just completely stuns it. It just goes. It hits it, and you see sparks fly off, and then you see the words "groan," and it goes and just like crashes down. Its other 2s are kind of still moving slowly towards the flamingos, who have now started to retreat to the end of the enclosure. So.
All right.
Okay.
All right. 1 down, 2 to go.
Yep. Okay. So. Okay. And then we have the Huntsman. He is still holding on to Agent Orange's foot. And he's now going to try to. He kind of sees what he's doing. He's reaching for his belt, and he's like, don't play any monkey tricks with me. And he is going to try to. Actually, monkey business would have been a better joke, but.
Yeah.
Redacted monkey business.
Give me a might roll, because basically as he's reaching for your hand, you're going to be able to like lash your hand out at the same time.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Only 3.
Okay. You kind of like, as his hand's coming out, you kind of stop it like this and you squeeze real hard. And what do you say to him?
Hey, not today, sleazebag.
He's like,
They scream in his face.
I still can't believe it talks. Okay. And then we are going to Thunderbolt.
Okay.
Oh, no, excuse me, Agent Orange. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go to
Sorry.
bite his hand.
Okay. You're going to bite the hand that did not feed yet. Okay, so I believe that is a
Might?
might roll, yes.
All sim mates. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chomp down, and he goes, oh, that doesn't,
He's clamping on for
Yeah.
dear life at this point because he's
got-
like basically flailing now.
he's kind of
Like,
okay, and you've kind of got him. I like you not totally pinned, but like he's let go of your foot at this point. He's just like
He's just hanging out by his mouth now, so he's all flailing around.
Oh my.
that might be the next turn. So okay.
That's both a hilarious yet horrific image.
Okay. Thunderbolt.
That'll turn into yeah, that's all right.
All right. So how many of these robots are still here? Where I'm at?
In front of you, you still have a total of 9 in front of you.
Okay. How big are they compared to me?
They're fairly well compared to you. They're probably about half your size because you're still a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And their bee costumes are adorable. So
I want to see if I can kick one and knock it into the others.
okay, that sounds fair. Okay,
What do I roll for that?
Make a might roll, please.
Might roll. Okay, let me see what that is. 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. I've got a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
That's it.
Let's see. You got him. Okay.
All right.
You kick him. I'm gonna go with it's group 1. It's one of the ones that initially got shot. So you kind of kick him. He kind of rebounds into one of them. Kind of rebounds into the other one. So you have taken out that middle one. So now in that group, there's only 2 left. So
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I'm assuming Xander was on the soccer team and went, "Hey, wait."
There we go. There we go. Okay. And then that is. Then they were gonna act. The group that are in enclosure, they're continuing to move, but again they got slowed down a lot, so they're just kind of continuing to move in slowly towards the flamingos. The group Xandra just hit, they kind of seem like they're kind of when she hit the one, it after it bounced off the 2, it kind of just started spinning, just kind of like
wow.
and then just kind of keeps bouncing off to the other 2. And it's and basically they're just all like rebounding off each other until they kind of
Comedic pinball noises ensue.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's like ding bong, ding bong. And then the 3 of them kind of just rise up into the air and then just all slam into each other and it collapse in a heap. So that group is done.
All right.
Okay, so
Got him.
okay.
Where's the next ones?
Yep. So then
I think I can do that again.
the other 2 groups, the other second group of 3, they are going to go after Old Man Winter again.
Yay.
And they're kind of attacking as a group now, instead of like individually. Give me a toughness roll, please. They did hit you with their little billy clubs.
Okay. Yep, just wanted to make sure that was the right thing. Okay. Not nearly as good this time. Only 3.
Okay. They hit you kind of like on the side of the neck, and you were going to take
the neck. Oh no.
And and you're going to take 3 damage.
Okay.
And the third group, they were on their way to help Huntsman, so they're going to actually try to hit not Old Man Winter. Try to hit Agent Orange. Can you give me a toughness roll, please?
Sure. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. You're going to take 4 damage. And can you give me a willpower roll? I want to see if you continue to chomp down even though you took damage.
I'm going to try to. 2.
He's starting to slip. And teeth are kind of starting to drag along his hand. And he's going, oh!
I love that.
That was painful.
All right. We are back to the top of the order. Old Man Winter.
All right. Well, while Benny was standing there for a moment, distracted in awe at this orangutan that was being flailed around on this man, when one of the robots come in and hits him in the throat, he'll just be like, "Ow!" and then try to just, I don't know, kick him as hard as he can.
Okay. Give me a might roll, please.
Okay. 6.
6. Okay. You kind of catch it. You catch one of them on the side, and it starts to rebound into its friends there. You guys are starting to notice a pattern. But I want to have a perception roll from everyone, please.
Perception roll?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me find what that is. That's 4 dice. Okay.
Dang, that's actually good for perception.
I got
0.
I got 2 successes. I think they're both 4s.
Like a bupkis.
Oh.
Quark?
Been there.
2 6s and a 4.
Okay. Benny notices that whatever seemed to happen, they seem to work as a group of 3. So if you injure one enough, it seems to mess up the communications between them. And he noticed it when what Thunderbolt did and then what he did. That if you hit that middle one, you can get it to spin, it'll kind of possibly knock out the other 2.
Go for the middle ones. It's the weak link.
Got it.
Okay. And then we have Quark. I guess he was still following the 2 into the enclosure.
Hearing this advice, I'm going to target my blast on the middle robot.
Okay.
And see what we can do here. Try to get it to knock into the other one. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 again.
Okay.
Oof, I only had 1, 1. Everything else was even numbers except 1, 6. So yeah, total of 8.
Boom. And
Yeah,
his
there we go.
blast hits the middle one. Parts of it start to shatter and smoke. It leans over to its right, knocks its companion over. The 2 of them go, and they kind of fly off,
Boom.
and then they smash, and you just see boom.
All right.
And they crash to the ground. Okay, that group
Alright.
is done. So.
I will begin my return back to the main party, as it were.
Okay.
And hopefully assist the others.
Okay. And that is where we're going to have Huntsman. He's a little pissed at this orangutan.
Little.
Just bit his hand.
Well, he should have tried to pick me up.
Can you give me an evasion roll,
Shredding
please?
the flesh off his bones.
He's going to try to grab at you again. So.
Okay. I think I'd be too focused on his hand. So
Okay.
I will just allow him to.
Okay. Then he is going to grab you, and he is going to actually try to fling you. So he's kind of got you by one of the arms, and he's going to kind of start to spin and see if he can heave you. So
I roll to hang on.
Yes.
With
yeah.
my grip.
Yes.
Oh my
Help?
gosh.
Yes. Yeah. Please make a might roll.
Come on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of swings and he's kind of like, and he's got this, he's trying to shake it off. Like, all right. Now, Agent Orange, now that you're flopping around in the air, being thrown, what would you like to do?
So I would like to do agility
Okay.
to climb up his arm. Now,
Okay.
what is his physical description as far as equipment on him?
No real equipment. You see, he just has kind of these leather overalls on him.
And a hat.
Yeah. Make me a perception roll, though, please.
Because I want to try to climb up to his shoulders and then pull his hat down over his face. But if he has anything extra hanging off of him, like a weapon or a tool,
Is a tool.
Okay.
He is a tool.
As you're going up his arm, you notice he does have this kind of fancy looking watch on it. It's really kind of elaborate looking. But once you get past that, yeah, there's nothing else really on his head except for his hat. So
Okay, I'm gonna try to pull his hat down over his vision.
okay, all right. Yeah, just make a might roll, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, who shut out the lights?
And I'm just hanging out.
All right, he's like, he's swatting it. He's like, stupid monkey, get off my head.
Monkey!
How many times do we have to tell you, old man?
He's swinging.
And I start screaming, "Somebody take off his watch!" hanging.
And Thunderbolt, that is your turn. So two of the
Okay,
groups are
so-
down, so you still have 6 robots kind of
Six
around
robots?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was a total of 12 to begin with, so.
Oh, there were 12. I thought there were
Yes.
9. Okay.
There were 9 near you originally.
There were
but we've
9 near
taken
you
out-
originally.
Okay.
So, but now where you are right now, there's just 6 near you, so.
6 near me.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm hearing the monkey scream about someone take off his watch, right? So I'm gonna fly over and see if I can just rip it off his arm.
Okay. Give me a might roll, please.
A might roll. Okay, let me find that one. 3.
It's gonna be tough because he's flailing around now.
Yeah, you know. I totally failed that. Yeah, he's flailing around too much, so I'm gonna
Okay.
like slide out of his range a bit.
He actually slaps you in the head.
Again?
As he's flailing around, you're gonna take 1 more damage.
Okay, I'm down to 1 health now. So we'll see what happens.
All right. The other 2 groups of robots, they've kind of started to kind of pull back a little bit, and they're kind of pulling away from the group, and they're heading towards Huntsman. So that's really going to be their action. So we're going to start back up again with Old Man Winter.
Can I run over to Huntsman and sort of like try to jump on his back and just become like a rag doll to try to become like an extra distraction?
Sure.
The gold.
I would
Go
like
for the
that
gold.
to I would like that to be an agility roll, please.
Okay.
And it's going to be a little more difficult because he's flailing around. He has this orangutan hanging on to him. So.
And I'm riding him like a freaking
Yeah.
rodeo clown on top of his head.
The universe really does reward comedic moments, doesn't it?
It truly does.
Is 9 successes.
Ooh.
Yes. You jump. Where on his back would you like to land?
I guess I would sort of just like jump up and then like latch my arms around his throat, not trying to choke him out or anything, just like hold on as tight as I can.
So
And
you're
just,
now a
like,
backpack.
Yes,
Yes,
just like
yeah,
hold on as tight as I can because I'm expecting to be like flailed around just repeatedly and mercilessly.
And he is going. All right, now Quark.
He'll fly back towards the others, seeing
Mm-hmm.
that Thunderbolt seems to be not involved directly in with the fray. Land
Mm-hmm.
near
Alright.
or land on her shoulder again. Can you
Hi.
control? Can you do anything about his watch? Can you? Is it electronic? Can you control electronic devices?
I can break him if I can hit it.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna go after the robots. I guess they've got him covered. Hopefully.
Yeah.
The robots are coming in to defend him, so we need to take those out. I'll take care of them. You see what you can do about getting his watch off, I guess.
All right. I'll
Or
give it a
maybe
try.
Old Man Winter can freeze it or something. I don't know.
Oh. All right.
At
Bye.
that point, then he'll kind of leap off again and go for one of the other groups of robots. Again,
Okay.
targeting the middle robot
Yep.
to see if he can get them to disrupt their attacks.
Okay.
I actually got my dice out, so all right, we got a 2, we got a 2, we got a 4, we got a 6, we got a 6. All right, so it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and
Okay.
then the others are useless.
Yep.
So 7
Ah.
successes on that middle robot.
Okay.
7's pretty good, I
Uh,
think.
Yeah.
The blast hits it square in the side. It doesn't. It kind of sputters a little bit. And
Okay.
kind of bounces off and hits one of them, but then kind of
Okay.
rights itself. But it looks like you hurt it a little bit. So yeah.
Good. All right, I'm fine with that.
We have a new follower.
Keep going and try
Hey.
to, basically keep myself in between them and Doctor whatever his name is,
Okay.
the huntsman.
Huntsman. Okay.
Yeah, and just to keep following them and keep trying to harass them.
Okay. Huntsman is getting a little irritated. He can't see. He has all of these things on him. So he is going to try to do something kind of special here.
Oh.
Benny, give me a toughness roll, please.
Okay. Six.
Okay. He grabs at you. He's kind of got your neck now. But he's
Both
not.
just choking each other out.
He's kind of reached back like this. He's kind of got you by the neck now, but he hasn't done any damage to you. But he's kind of got you firmly in his grip now.
He's reaching.
Yep. He's reaching exactly.
Gotta reach her.
Okay. Agent Orange.
When I notice that Old Man Winter has Spider Monkeyed himself on,
Come
I'm going
Spider
to go
Monkey
to crawl back down his arm that has to watch and attempt to take it off.
Okay. Give me a might roll, please.
One, two, three.
Okay. You've got a good grip on it. You kind of got your fingers under it, but you can't quite.
Is it like a metal strap, or is it like a leather strap?
It's about like the size of a Rolex, but it's got it's a little bit thicker, like the actual device itself. So you're able to kind of slide your fingers underneath it, and you kind of pull, but you can't.
Like an armband?
No, more like an actual watch. So
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you can kind of get your fingers underneath it, but you can't quite get a firm grip on it yet. So. Okay. And let's see then. Thunderbolt.
Okay, so we seem to be all about this watch, so I'm gonna, I'm assuming when I got hit, I probably got knocked down, so I'm gonna, like, sort of fly around where I could see that Agent Orange has grabbed the watch, and I'm gonna try to, like, is it just a band, or is there, like, a clasp on the watch?
It has a band.
It has a band. Okay,
Yeah.
so just a band. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... If you let go of this watch, I can break it with electricity. but I don't know what it's going to do to anybody touching this guy.
Well, I can't do anything yet because it's not my turn. But intentions are
Intentions are.
the next time it comes around to me, I would jump off onto the nearest robot and/or rail.
Okay, so you'll have time for that, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my plan. I guess I'm holding my action.
That's fair. That's fair.
Can she aim for that? Like line up to make sure she gets a good shot?
That's what I was gonna say. Is
I could,
why
yeah.
don't you give me your blast roll? But what I want to do is basically this turn you're aiming, so
Okay.
that it's gonna be, and I want to see if you can add some successes from aiming basically
Okay.
at him. So
Looks good.
Okay, so the
That sounds
blast
good.
roll is 8 dice.
Ooh. That's a high roll.
Oh my god, I have I have 2 2s here.
Yeah, it's 2.
And I only have 6 dice, so I should roll 2 more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That didn't work either. Nope.
They're trying to stay positive.
Yeah.
okay.
Power of positivity.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So let's see. So that's actually all the characters. This turn, the one robot group had been hit, so they kind of bounced around a little bit. They're still moving towards Huntsman. So we are going to jump back up to Old Man Winter.
Okay. Well, we're both kind of choking each other out at the moment.
Yep.
Um.
Now remember, this is PG-13, so.
Yes. Also, technically, I'm in the body of a teenager, so we,
Yeah,
we
so
won't
it is
even
even
go there.
creepier. Okay.
Yep, we won't.
Teen
I would say we-
Titans-ish at this point.
Yeah.
I would say we won't even go there.
Let's not.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
I need an adult.
Where are all the
That's
chaperones?
the name of this episode. I need an adult.
I need an
Yeah.
adult.
That's a good one.
Fantastic.
I guess. I sort of try to sort of jump off of it, kick myself off of him and sort of blast him as I'm jumping backwards.
Spend a resolve, and I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to let you do is give me an agility roll first.
Okay.
This is like a super fantastic moment. So
Why is the universe so good to me today?
Giving you all my bad,
Yeah.
my good
Apparently,
rolls. That's what it is.
I'm taking all of
There we
Jen's
go.
bad karma and turning it into good karma right now.
Uh-huh.
Use it for the good stuff. Use it for the good stuff.
7 for
Okay.
the agility.
So first describe how he what kind of jump he does. Is it like a backflip? Is it how is he?
Yeah, he'll sort of loosen his arm so he can grab onto his shoulders, and then he's going to take both of his feet and sort of do a kick backflip off of him.
Awesome.
And then try to blast him midair.
Okay. All right. Then give me your blast roll then.
Okay. Okay. 4 for the blast.
Let's see. Yeah, you hit him. It irritated him, but not to the
Something's better than nothing.
Yeah. He's kind of so with his hat over his face. So he's
So Sandra is impressed at the flip kick and figures you probably skate.
yeah.
You know?
And this
4.
is all right. Quark.
All right, we're gonna try to finish off that one set of robots that's injured.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, sweet. All right, that's very nice. 3 6s, a pair of 4s, and a deuce. So that is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. You hit the middle one squarely again. It kind of you get the oof, boff, boof, sparks flying out, and he kind of starts spinning, slams into his friends. They all kind of nosedive to the ground, all kind of bonk heads together, and just kind of slam and hit the ground, and they are done. So, all right.
Alrighty, going for the next set.
Yep. Okay. And let's see, that would be the Huntsman. Okay. He's kind of had enough of this. And he's actually gonna try to grab Agent Orange again. And
What a guy.
He didn't learn.
Persistent.
give me an evasion roll, please, or try to evade. I guess your agility.
Who at him at this point? Let's see.
I know I'm a
Just like the
person in
monkeys in the
body, but
jungle,
also
Tom.
come to my
3,
evil
4.
instincts.
4 for evasion.
He got you. He just kind of grabs on the tuft of your fur on your arm. So, okay.
It's flipping.
All right.
He's
And,
flailing.
I could just
Like
see
no
him
chimp
playing
has
really
ever
with his
flailed
feet
before.
and all that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a flailer.
and Thunderbolt.
Like a rowdy toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
much.
that.
yeah, like how when you just managed to grab the toddler's shirt as they're running away, like it's
When
like
they're
that.
And now they're
freaking
screaming.
out.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, okay. Thunderbolt.
Okay, so we're trying to break the watch. So, did the Huntsman grab Agent Orange with the arm that the watch is on?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Shoot! Just shoot! You hear him screaming.
Take the
Take
shot.
the shot! Take the shot!
Take the
All right. I think it's going to be almost impossible to hit that watch, so I'm going to aim at the chest of the Huntsman and just try to knock him over with like a wind kind of attack.
Okay, so you're going to do a wind attack? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to allow you to add those 2 successes you had from the prior turn to this.
Okay.
So roll your dice for that. That's
You can do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a 6 and 4 2s on this roll.
Okay. So
6 successes plus the other 2 would make 8.
okay.
Okay, I have that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go.
And you
Try to knock him
you
over.
solidly hit him. That it pushes him back and he loses his grip on Agent Orange.
And I go flying.
Yep. now you
Sorry.
are now you are caught in that same wind and go flying into the flamingo enclosure and land on your back. So just kind of get the wind knocked out of you.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. Okay.
He flew.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's only the one group of robots left, and they now see Huntsman is hurt, so they're going to actually turn and they're going to go after Thunderbolt again. So they are going to rush over with their silly little billy clubs and take a swing at her.
I have 1 health left, so
can
let's see
you-
how this goes.
Can you give me a toughness roll, please?
Yeah, let me see what that is. It's 6 dice. Okay.
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll toughness since I just went flying into the enclosure?
Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'll have you roll that next, Mike.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got 2 6s and a 4, so that's
5.
5.
Yep.
Okay.
They bonk you on the head, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
So you kind of just stubbornly just.
Yeah. At
right
this
off the
point, she's
bat.
angry.
Yeah.
Like, I am not getting hit in the head again.
And you roll me your toughness, Mike.
Mike.
2.
Okay. You take 1 damage.
Okay.
So you're pretty limber. So, but you still kind of got the wind knocked out of you when you hit.
Yep.
That feeling everybody hated when they were a kid when you hit the ground. You went. "Ugh." So.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
am I
awful.
out for the next round?
No, it's not enough to knock to stop you or anything. So okay. And then we are really at the top of the order. So we've got Old Man Winter.
I guess I'll just blast him again.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
After,
Yeah, because
seeing,
nobody's touching him now. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say after seeing him get blasted again, and then the monkey just flying through the air.
Flying monkeys.
Like,
Flying
Flying
monkeys. Oh my.
That's it.
Not my flying monkeys.
Mm.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz gave me nightmares. Okay.
Traumatization.
Let's see. That's 4.
He's yeah, I'm gonna let you have it. He doesn't do any damage to him. It's still, it may be kind of hitting like his legs or something. He's just like, crikey, you know.
Staggers him.
Yeah.
When someone goes in for a critical hit.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have a Quark.
All right. He has designated himself as the robot remover. So we're going to go after the robots
Okay.
and hopefully take out this last batch here. Hopefully this or next round.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Half. Okay. All right. We got a 6. We got a 4. We got a deuce and a deuce and another deuce and 1, 3, 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Hits.
6.
Sparks. Fizzle.
Sparks.
Bounces a little
Fizzle.
bit. Still up. So.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Alrighty.
Too many low numbers on this. So,
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Okay. Huntsman just kind of turns around and he's kind of looking around. You see him kind of like pull his hat up, first of all, and then he's
that'd be easier to look around. Yeah.
exactly. So he kind of does this and then goes, pulls his hat up, and then he says, "Yo, the one with the white hair."
Ew. The
And
one
he-
with the... I don't know.
Loving the accent. It's fantastic.
The one with the robots.
He says he starts running towards Benny. He's slowed a little bit, but basically his turn is going to be running towards Benny. So Agent Orange.
He would attempt to get back out of the enclosure. So
Okay.
either he would find the nearest tree to climb up, run
Mhm.
across, and jump out, or if he has to get to the edge to climb up
He could
the rail, or
he could
whichever.
he could make a. Does he have leaping?
He does not have leaping. He has
Interesting.
extra limbs. He has evasion. He has strike.
Okay.
And I don't have any electronics on me, so
Okay.
I can't use his gadgets.
Okay. Just give me an agility roll to see if he's and spend a resolve point, please.
You got it.
To basically do the big superhero leap out of the
Doing it.
enclosure.
Oh, that'd be neat.
5.
Nice. He kind of arches up over the railing, and at this point he notices
Arms flailing as he goes.
and he notices that in the distance there's a whole
Zoom in slow motion on
there's-
his face.
there's a whole group of kids watching. I mean, this whole like sea of kids and parents and they're all like, oh, you will believe an orangutan can fly. Lands, and not quite the superhero landing, but maybe just down like. "Rrrr."
I thought I'd see this at the zoo.
Yeah.
All right, Thunderbolt.
I forgot what I was doing. I've been hit in the head too many times.
One too many punches with the snake. Nah.
What was the last thing I tried to do? Hit him with wind, right?
Yeah, you hit him
Yes,
with wind, which was
You're not
successful.
wind.
You did, and
Okay.
knocked him on his butt.
Okay.
You were going for we wanted to go for the watch, but it's probably too small a target.
Yeah.
It's probably too small a target. Is he moving right now?
He is running.
Yeah, he's running at me.
Yeah.
At you. Okay. Because I was thinking like, okay, if we go with the soccer thing,
Mhm.
some people who play soccer can do a leg sweep and knock the other one out if they're coming at them. And I'm thinking if she was playing soccer, maybe try to trip him up.
Sweep the leg.
If she's in range, I don't even know.
Sweep the leg. Yeah, I'll let
Sweep
her.
the leg.
Johnny.
I'll let her run up and try to essentially soccer tackle him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And what do I?
Do a might roll, please.
A might roll. Okay, that's 3 dice. I got a 4 and a 2.
You hit one of his feet. He manages to.
It's going for his ankle.
Just kind of stumbles forward, but not enough to stop him.
Slow him down a little, maybe.
So he's now going to do basically a flying leap at Benny, and like he's just this raged look on his face as he dives forward. Benny, give me an agility roll, please.
Oh no.
Okay, I was gonna ask for that.
Yeah. He's going, ah.
Okay.
This is
Right, universe was not super with me on that one. 3.
okay. He hits you square in the chest, and slams you to the pavement. You're going to take 4 damage.
4 damage. Down.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So Benny is down. Okay. All right. Okay. And then we have Agent Orange.
Are there any robots on the ground?
Yes, there were some in the enclosure. If you run over, though, you could get back to where the group is, and there are 6 of them laying on the ground.
I would like to get to the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said they don't have any legs, but
Correct.
I'm assuming that they have arms.
No, they're just kind of, well,
They're just kind of like
they have kind of,
BB-8-ish.
yeah, exactly. They kind of have like little appendages that kind of held the nets.
Okay.
They kind of stuck out. But yeah, they're kind of more BB-8. You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna pick one up under his arm
Mm-hmm.
and run towards Huntsman. And if I can't get there this turn, by next turn, I'm gonna use it as a projectile. So
Okay. All right.
that's up to you either way,
Whip it at him.
depending on how far he is.
Yeah.
Spend a resolve point, and
You
I'll
got
let you
He's got resolve to spend.
heave the thing. Yeah.
Going for the hurl. And he does like this huge elaborate spin because he has to put all of his body weight behind it to hurl it. Ooh. 4, 6, 7, 8.
Dang.
He
Nice.
3
Wow.
6s on that.
he
Love that.
he is on top of Benny. It's just slammed Benny to the ground. The last thing Benny sees before he knocks out is this
Oh, no.
robot flying in, and he sees Huntsman's glaring face looking down at him, and then this robot comes and just smashes Huntsman in the back of the head, and he is done.
And then,
Wow.
like, as Benny slowly loses consciousness, he just, like, flips him off before he blacks
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I wanted to time that so that it was just kind of this
Yeah.
boom.
Oh my gosh.
And as Huntsman goes down, the last remaining robots go and power down to the ground.
All right.
They are all done. And from outside of the exhibit, you hear this enormous cheer of all these kids and adults.
Oh,
And as you
okay.
turn around, you see now that you had an audience of kids, security guards, workers. They all start.
There were
clapping.
security guards and they didn't come in?
What are they gonna do?
What the hell?
Against robots,
Shoot
I
at the
wouldn't be in
robots
there
or
either if I couldn't.
something.
they don't get paid a whole lot.
Yeah.
And there's just this enormous cheer that everybody's like,
Wow.
hey. And,
Okay.
and
Just standing there like,
Yeah, okay, sure. I'm gonna go see if Benny's alive.
Social anxiety
a good
just
idea.
started hitting everybody.
Yeah.
And as you're
Mark's going
going
to rifle through his pockets for loose change.
Oh, over you.
and as you're going to see Benny, you hear the sound of an alarm clock going off.
What's that?
And you each wake up, and you're in your separate beds,
Oh,
wherever
wow.
you started off with. Benny, you wake up, and you're not, you don't like an alarm to begin with. As you're reaching over maybe to hit the snooze, your hand reaches out, and you feel something round sitting on like the nightstand by you.
Like how big is it? Like comparable to my hand.
It's
When I touch it.
yeah, it's about the size of your hand.
Okay.
You reach
In
over.
that case, I'll sort of like pick it up.
Yep. It's a snow globe. And as you're looking at it, you see a little thing on it that says Philadelphia Zoo, and inside there's little plastic blue flamingos in there, with little bits of flakes like flying all around it.
Creepy.
And there's
Oh,
and there's
Phil-
there,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, and there's something else, but we're gonna get to that in a second. But yeah, he has a snow globe
Okay.
from the Philadelphia Zoo, and it wasn't there when he went to bed.
Didn't think so.
Xandra, when you woke up and you're turning off the alarm,
Yeah.
you find a blue flamingo stuffed animal sitting on your dresser. And a little tag on it says from the Philadelphia Zoo.
Philadelphia Zoo. This is weird.
And then there's something
I
else.
think I was just there, but it must. Okay. Sure. I can pick it up and start playing with it.
Dr. Evans, you wake up and you are an orangutan.
I fall off of Quark's couch. Because
We're
I'm
someplace
still
else.
out over there
We're
like
supposed to be someplace
young
else.
couple.
And you have a keychain from the Philadelphia Zoo. But when you look on it, the keychain, there's a house key on there with a little tag, those little kind of paper tags that you can tie on to things. And it has an address, it's a New Jersey address. You see it, but it's this house key on there.
It's weird.
And Adam,
Just keeps eyeballing it.
when you wake up, on your nightstand, you have a toy robot sitting there that has a price tag. It's kind of partially torn off from the Philadelphia Zoo, and it resembles very closely a bee-bot.
Just in miniature, right?
Yep. Now the last thing is, each of you, aside from these souvenirs, you have a Polaroid picture sitting there, and it has a little caption on the bottom. When you purchase pictures when you go to a place.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
says, fun at the Philadelphia Zoo, and in it there's a picture of 4 animated kids, and you're looking at each recognize yourself as you're going, wait, that's me as a kid, and that's what I look like in the dream, and those are the other kids who were in the dream. So you each have one of these pictures.
Weird.
Benny's base assumption would probably be that he's still high or something.
And that is where we will end the issue for the evening.
All
God.
right.
So I want to thank everyone. I hope that was fun for you.
Yeah, it was
Doing
really
on
fun.
people's hands. I need some applause.
Yep. Just
Very much not what I was expecting at all. But
No,
Oh, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
not.
I was so incredibly happy it happened.
Good. Yeah,
That's fun.
this series I want to keep for some kind of different stuff. Some things that are still kind of connected to the characters, but some different stories we can do. Almost kind of like a what if kind of thing. Kind of use these as kind of a different venue for those things. And also, if you ever want to try a character out, you want to make up a character and go, hey, I want to make a Batman clone, or I want to make an Iron Man clone or something, and you want to try them out. This is kind of a place we can do those kinds of things. So.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Beans.
I want to again thank everybody for joining. Let's start with Aloysius. Do you have anything you'd like to plug, sir?
Yes. Right now, my friend Justin has a Kickstarter going for their comic anthology of short stories called Everything is Different Now. It's all about it's a bunch of different stories, all focusing around the emotion of rage, and
Yeah.
and has a ton of artists working on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful. Both of the covers, I love them so much. If you want to know more about it, you can check out Justin's Twitter at emo comic writer. The link to the Kickstarter is there, along with a bunch of sort of like more in-depth information about the project for anybody who's interested. And you have until the end of the month to support the
Yep.
Kickstarter if you so choose.
Awesome. Okay, Jen.
I actually spent money on the Kickstarter because I wanted to get
Ooh.
those. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast, which is primarily about the Diablo series of games and the community that loves them. New episodes come out every week and on Saturdays, generally speaking, and it's at shatteredsoulstone.com.
And Michael.
I have too many things to freaking share, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Again, thank you so much for being on this platform. I love to play with you guys. You can also find me on Lanyap Gaming as a player and a storyteller on Tuesday evenings. Upcoming in a couple of weeks, we shall return on Vancouver by Night with Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition for Tales from the Rookery Toronto by day. And you'll also be able to find me upcoming on a DC by Night vampire stream. So
Wow.
stay tuned for that also. And I will be at this awesome channel with these amazing individuals for not only continuing Prowlers and Paragons for Laser Vision Comics, but in a couple of weeks, Hunter the Reckoning. So please stay tuned for
Yeah.
that also. It shall be amazing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just Mateo. Anything?
My brother-in-law writes books.
Okay. I wonder who that could be.
Gee.
Who's to say?
I do have a new.
Look, I'm just an old man who likes the game. So
Yeah, I do have another children's book coming out sometime this year, hopefully before Christmas at this rate. It is called The Secret of Moo Moo Hill, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the horror at Oak Hill. I just realized the other day
that would be terrifying.
that I had two projects with a hill in the name. So, this audience is probably more interested in Hunter the Reckoning. We're going to have Session 0 next week, the horror at Oak Hill. We will be promoting the hell out of it for folks to have you come join. It is going to be a heavy story, so be prepared for a scary story. So I've been talking too long. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I want to thank, again, all my great players. We will be back with more Laser Vision comics soon. And until then, stay groovy. So see you all later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And